Passengers always ask us, why are economy seats so cramped? Can you magically give me more legroom?
Why do they pack us like sardines? Is this normal? Trust us, we've heard it all lies.
Welcome aboard our Storytime flight. Today we're diving deep into the real reasons behind those cramped economy seats.
From seat design to airline economics, we'll explain it all with total honesty.
The modern air traveler faces a silent battle for personal space within the cabin. Profit margins of airlines often dictate the physical reality of the cramped seating environment. While passengers frequently obsess over seat pitch, the critical dimension of width is overlooked. They often realize this too late when pressed against a neighbor in their seat, or perhaps they are dodging a passing meal trolley that clips their narrow elbow. Boeing and Airbus originally designed their wide-body aircraft with only 8 seats across rows. Airlines quickly realized that adding a 9th seat per row could generate significant revenue. This shift turned the economy cabin into a claustrophobic puzzle for every weary traveler. Comfort is systematically sacrificed for the sake of increasing total passenger capacity on board. Travelers are left navigating a minefield of undesirable locations throughout the long, narrow cabin. Some suffer in high-traffic zones located directly near the cramped and noisy airplane toilets. Others face the dreaded middle seat, where personal space becomes a truly scarce commodity. The unspoken etiquette of armrest sharing relies entirely on the temperament of complete strangers. For the average passenger, the journey becomes a calculated risk between saving some money. They must endure physical discomfort in an increasingly cramped environment for many long hours. The cabin air feels heavy as rows of seats stretch toward the distant horizon. Every inch of space is accounted for by airline executives seeking higher profit margins. Passengers shift their weight, hoping to find a sliver of relief from the pressure. The hum of the engines masks the quiet sighs of those trapped in middle. Elbows brush against elbows as the boundaries of personal territory are constantly tested daily. A traveler glances at the seat map, regretting the choice made weeks ago online. The aisle seat offers a temporary escape, but the trolley remains a constant threat. Each time the cart passes, knees must be tucked away to avoid a collision. It is a dance of avoidance performed by thousands of travelers every single day. The architecture of the cabin itself seems designed to minimize human comfort and movement. Yet the demand for affordable air travel keeps the planes packed to the brim. People accept these conditions as the necessary price for reaching their distant, sunny destinations. They fold themselves into small spaces, closing their eyes to dream of wider seats. The reality of flight is far removed from the glamour promised in vintage advertisements. It is a modern endurance test that requires patience, resilience, and a bit luck. The cabin lights dim, but the struggle for a comfortable position never truly ends. One passenger adjusts their neck pillow, hoping to find a stable angle for sleep. Another stares intently at the small screen, trying to ignore the lack of space. The person in the middle seat sighs, resigned to their fate for the duration. It is a shared experience of confinement that binds all economy passengers together tightly. They are participants in a global system that prioritizes efficiency over the human form. The seat width remains a constant reminder of the trade-offs inherent in modern aviation. Every flight is a reminder that space is the most expensive luxury in sky. The cabin crew moves with practiced efficiency, navigating the narrow aisles with great skill. They too are constrained by the physical limitations of the aircraft they serve daily. The atmosphere is thick with the collective desire to reach the destination very soon. No one complains aloud, but the tension is palpable in the rows of seats. They wait for the descent, anticipating the moment they can finally stand up straight. The economy cabin is a testament to the power of optimization in the industry. It is a marvel of engineering that manages to pack so many people together. Yet it is also a place where the human spirit feels slightly diminished today. The savvy traveler knows the risks, but chooses the path of least resistance anyway. They pack light, dress comfortably, and prepare for the inevitable squeeze of the flight. It is a ritual of modern life that we all accept without much protest. The plane continues its steady climb, leaving the world of comfort far below them. Clouds drift past the small windows, indifferent to the struggle occurring inside the cabin. The seatbelt sign flickers, a reminder of the rules that govern their movement. They are suspended in a metal tube, navigating the thin air of the atmosphere. The journey is long, but it is the only way to bridge the distance. They accept the cramped conditions as a small sacrifice for the sake of travel. The economy class dilemma persists, a quiet conflict in the heart of the sky. It defines the modern flying experience for the vast majority of the global population. They endure, they wait, and they eventually arrive at their final destination safely. The cycle repeats with every new flight, every new passenger, and every new ticket. The battle for personal space in the economy cabin continues without any clear end. For the average passenger, the journey remains a calculated risk between saving money and enduring physical discomfort. Navigating this landscape requires strategic planning, especially for families who must secure adjacent seating long before departure. They must act early to avoid the immense stress of being separated during a long mid-flight journey. While some airlines offer a glimmer of hope through enhanced economy options, these upgrades are often limited. Options like United's Economy Plus or Etihad's Economy Space primarily address legroom rather than the fundamental issue. The critical dimension of seat width remains largely ignored, leaving passengers squeezed in their narrow cabin seats. These modest improvements provide a temporary reprieve from the cramped conditions found in the standard economy section. Yet, such upgrades remain a rarity in an industry focused on maximizing every square inch of space. Ultimately, the passenger must weigh the true value of their comfort against the rising costs of travel. Travelers are forced to become experts in complex seat maps and shifting airline policies to ensure comfort. Every booking becomes a mission to secure a manageable flight experience amidst the sea of tight rows. As the industry continues to prioritize revenue over personal space, the traveler faces an uphill battle daily. The savvy traveler learns that the best defense against a miserable journey is always informed, careful preparation. They maintain a keen eye for the few remaining pockets of comfort hidden within the dense cabin. By researching aircraft configurations, they can identify the rare seats that offer slightly more breathing room today. Preparation transforms the flight from a claustrophobic ordeal into a manageable, if not entirely comfortable, transit experience. It is a silent struggle, but one that can be mitigated through sheer diligence and strategic booking. Passengers must remain vigilant, constantly monitoring their reservations to ensure their hard-won seating arrangements remain firmly intact. Even a small advantage in space can make a significant difference during a 10-hour international flight. The modern air traveler navigates this reality with a blend of resignation and tactical, highly focused planning. They understand that the cabin is a battlefield where space is the most valuable and scarce commodity. By mastering the nuances of airline policies, they reclaim a small measure of control over their environment. Each successful booking feels like a minor victory against the relentless pressure of maximizing airline profit margins. The journey is no longer just about the destination, but about surviving the flight with dignity intact. With careful research, the savvy passenger avoids the worst traps of the modern, high-density economy class cabin. They seek out the quiet corners, far from the bustling galleys and the constant flow of traffic. Every inch of extra space is treated as a luxury, guarded jealously against the encroaching cabin walls. The industry may continue to shrink the personal bubble, but the informed traveler remains one step ahead. They know the secrets of the seat maps and the specific aircraft types that offer better layouts. This knowledge is their primary weapon in the ongoing war for comfort at 30,000 feet altitude. It requires patience to sift through the endless options presented by modern booking engines and airline sites. However, the reward is a flight that does not leave them feeling completely exhausted upon their arrival. They understand the trade-offs involved in choosing a budget fare versus a more spacious, premium economy seat. The balance between cost and physical well-being is a personal calculation that every traveler must now master. It is an essential skill for anyone who flies frequently in our modern, profit-driven aviation landscape today. They watch the seat maps change, waiting for the perfect moment to secure their preferred, comfortable spot. Persistence pays off when they finally secure a seat that offers a sliver of extra personal space. The cabin may be crowded, but they have carved out their own small, manageable territory for themselves. This is the reality of modern travel, where comfort is a commodity to be bought and earned. The savvy traveler accepts this truth and plans accordingly, ensuring they are never caught off guard again. They look forward to the flight with a sense of quiet confidence, knowing they have done everything. Their preparation serves as a shield against the inevitable discomforts of the standard, cramped economy class experience. They board the plane with a clear plan, ready to navigate the narrow aisles to their seat. The journey proceeds, and they settle into their chosen space, feeling the relief of a job done. They have successfully navigated the minefield of airline seating, proving that knowledge is indeed power in travel. The flight might still be long, but it is no longer a source of overwhelming, constant dread. They have reclaimed their comfort through the simple, powerful act of being informed and highly strategic travelers. The industry will continue to evolve, but the savvy passenger will always find a way to adapt. They remain vigilant, always looking for the next opportunity to improve their flying experience on future trips. The battle for space is ongoing, but they are well equipped to face the challenges of the skies. They understand the system better than most, using it to their advantage whenever the opportunity arises daily. This expertise is the hallmark of the modern, experienced traveler who refuses to be a passive victim. They thrive in the complexity of the airline world, finding comfort where others only see a struggle. Their journey is a testament to the power of preparation in an increasingly difficult and cramped environment. They arrive at their destination refreshed, having navigated the challenges of the flight with grace and skill. The economy class dilemma is solved, at least for them, through dedication and a very sharp mind. They look back at the flight as a success, a minor triumph in the grand scheme of travel. The lessons learned will serve them well on the next journey, ensuring they stay ahead of trends. In the end, it is about making the best of the situation with the tools they possess. They are the masters of their own travel experience, regardless of the constraints imposed by the airlines.
And that's story time. Hope those economy secrets helped.
Thanks for flying with us. Safe travels, and we'll see you next time.